You're in a situationship. You're talking to a guy, you're spending time with him, you're investing time and energy into him, but he still hasn't asked you to be his girlfriend, officially. And you find yourself just waiting. You may even be wondering if he's actually taking you seriously, and if he isn't, why isn't he? Well, we're gonna go through all of that right now. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Kit, your personal dating coach, and in today's video, we're gonna go through 4 crucial reasons why a guy isn't taking you seriously and what you can do about it. And don't forget, I always love hearing from you, so come find me on Instagram, drop me a message, or if you wanna have a one-to-one, just book a session with me. A face-to-face, though it's gonna probably be more, screen to face. Yeah, let's get into the video. So first we have to answer the question, is he taking you seriously? Well, there are some symptoms that on their own individually don't actually mean much, but a combination of these things, you can be 99.98% sure he isn't taking you seriously. And these symptoms are: 1, he's never introduced you to any of his friends or family. 2, you've been sexually intimate for longer than a few months. And 3, he's not actually asked you to be his girlfriend. A combination of these 3 things definitely suggests that you are in the friends with benefits zone. It's kind of like the friend zone, but for girls. And if this is where you are, what are some of the reasons that put you there so that you can avoid this moving forward? The first reason, he gets sex too easy from you. If sex is always on the table when you see each other, then he's only ever going to see you as a sexual partner, not a romantic partner. A lot of women complain nowadays that there's no romance anymore. There's no courtship or serious dating where you're trying to get to know someone and build that intimacy with them. Why aren't men romantic like they used to be? And the reason men aren't romantic like they used to be is because they don't have to get what they want. Look, we live in sexually liberated times, okay, where we can do what we want with whom we want, when we want, without any judgment. And that's a great thing. It's definitely a luxury and a privilege to have, especially when, there are so many other countries that socially would not even tolerate that. But there's been a price to this sexual liberation, and that price is courtship. Back in the day, the average woman wouldn't even think of sleeping with a man unless he showed some serious investment in her, which was usually seen as him, making an effort in building something romantic with her, setting a really nice romantic tone, providing an environment in which she would feel comfortable and safe in. Whereas nowadays, because we have this hookup culture and everybody's encouraging just to do whatever, there's no real incentive for men to have to be romantic anymore to get what they want, which is sexual access. To put it plain and simple, women aren't asking for it anymore before they jump into bed with a guy. Now that's absolutely fine if you are one of those people who's just looking to have some casual fun, who's looking to explore and just have a little bit of spiciness and some excitement. But the women who ask for romance and courtship before being intimate with a guy are the kind of women who get commitment. So be one of those women. This next reason why he may not be taking you seriously is because he is seeing multiple women. What a lot of women fail to understand about men, and especially if a guy's not at a stage where he's looking to, have a family and settle down, is that part of a man's sexual fulfillment is by having sexual variety. If a guy is one of those men who has options and he is engaged sexually with multiple different women, there is very little incentive for him to give that up. Because obviously, if he's gonna take you seriously and get into a relationship with you, that is something that he's gonna have to give up. So actually, this reason really doesn't have anything to do with you, and it probably doesn't. But if he is having sex with multiple women, he's not going to give it up easy. Therefore, he's probably trying to make you one of these women that he can have sexual relations with without actually having to commit to. Adding you onto his quote-unquote rota. And if you want to know exactly how a guy does this, I literally just released a video the other day on how players move and how they operate by having a rota of women without committing to a single one of them. So be sure to check that one out so you don't fall for this as well. So yes, if a guy is not looking to start a family, settle down and start building his legacy, if he's not at that stage where he wants that and he is seeing multiple women, there is very little chance that he's going to be taking anyone seriously. The next reason why a guy may not be taking you seriously is that yes, he finds you attractive, but he doesn't want a relationship with you. So from this point forward, whenever you're seeing a guy and you ask him, so what are we or what are you looking for? And he says to you,
hey, I'm really not looking for a relationship right now.
There's two words I want you to add on to this sentence that he misses out every time. When a guy says he's just not looking for a relationship, this is what you need to start hearing. He's not looking for a relationship with me. Too often women think when they hear this that, oh, he's just not ready for a commitment, so she will buy his time with him until he is ready to then commit to her. Or on the flip side, they think they can change his mind. That's not how it works. If you've been seeing a guy and you've been intimate with him pretty consistently for at least a month or more, he's already decided in his head whether he sees you as girlfriend material or whether he doesn't. So if you are in a situation with a guy and you ask him that question and he says, hey, he's just not looking for a relationship, as hard as it might be to hear, understand that he's just not looking for a relationship with you. Because not understanding this, so many women have wasted weeks, months, even years on a guy giving to him that was never open to actually giving her commitment. And I know this might sound harsh, but we cannot keep lying to ourselves, otherwise we will never find what it is that we're looking for. This next reason why he may not be taking you seriously, and is my favorite for all the wrong reasons, is you've had casual sex with guys in his circles. What I'm about to tell you, no guy will ever actually tell you to your face. If you've slept with guys that are his friends or in his circles, he will find it extremely difficult to commit to you and is unlikely to. No guy wants to commit himself to a girl that his friends have, well, been inside of. And I know it's really crude to say it like this, but this is how men think. This is what men think about. Respect amongst men is very important. And him committing to a girl that a few of his friends have had casual sex with, in his head, makes him look like a chump, make him look like a sucker. Let me put it this way so you understand exactly how the male mind works. Imagine you want to buy a new handbag from Louis Vuitton, right? And you found a bag that you really like. You love the shape, you love the style, you love the patterns, and you're like, yeah, this is the bag that I want. And you buy it from Louis Vuitton for, let's say, £3,000. Expensive handbag. And you are really happy with this purchase. You are so excited at having bought this bag. So next time you see your girlfriends, you're showing off your bag, like, hey girl, check out this new bag I got. And then imagine if 3 of your friends then go, oh yeah, I've got that bag. Yeah, I got it for £800 from Louis Vuitton. You'd be like,
excuse me?
Suddenly, you're not so happy about buying that bag anymore. Not because the bag itself has changed, not because you like it any less, but because you feel that you've paid more for it than what your friends have. And we don't like to feel that we're paying a higher price for the same thing that somebody else did. It can actually foster some resentment. And since we know that the initial reason that a guy takes interest in women is because of sex, he will feel that he's paying a higher price by committing to you to have you sexually when his friends didn't have to do that. Now, there is a difference between if you casually had sex with one or few of his friends and if you're the ex-girlfriend of someone in his circles. That's completely fine and that's different. And the reason that's different is because at least to the group of guys, you're seen as commitment worthy. Also as well, if you are the ex of one of his friends and he's taken interest in you, then he's probably taken you seriously because he wouldn't want to risk his friendship over casual sex. I know this might sound like very harsh and direct language, but I'm really using it because I want it to land in your minds. Now, that's not to say that you can't have casual sex with guys before, or that if you have a history with casual sex, then that's going to be an issue. But all I'm going to say is for guys, make sure that anybody that you've been casual with isn't in his circles. Otherwise, it can significantly ruin the chances of him taking you seriously. Now I know what you're thinking.
But Kit, girls will happily take a guy seriously who may have had sex with girls in her circles.
Well, men and women are different, and our objectives in dating is different. The objective for men in dating is, can he get sex? The goal for women is, can she get commitment? So in actual fact, it's even an ego boost if you do get the guy who may have slept with a few of your friends casually, because it's more like, oh, well, I'm the one that he actually committed to. So if there is a guy who you think could be a great potential match for something long term, avoid sleeping with any of his friends or any guys in his circles. Okay, but at this point, some of you might be saying, but Kit, he's said to me that he sees us together. He said that he likes spending time with me, that he loves who I am. So he is taking me seriously despite everything you just said that might be true for my situation. Look, I'm gonna tell you something you already know. People lie. Men lie, women lie, people lie. And why? So that they can get what they want. Or in this case, so that they can keep getting what they want. Having sex with you regularly is not the same as choosing you. Actions speak louder than words. Now, yes, it can be easy to be seduced by the words that we want to hear, but we can't afford to be blindsided by the actions if they don't reflect the intention. If you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick. How?